Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline. I'm a 3rd grade teacher and I'm going into my 2nd year of teaching. Today is Friday. We see our students on Tuesday for the first day of school. So I'm busy making last minute adjustments in my class today. So let me show you guys what I have so far. So since we can't share any supplies this year, I am putting their manipulatives for math in this little pencil pouch, and it's connected to their desk. I think this will be also really helpful so that their pencils don't fall and people aren't picking up other people's pencil. And then my pencil sharpening procedures had to change this year because one student can't sharpen everyone's pencils or even touch other students' pencils, so I'm giving them a personal sharpener and they'll just sharpen at the end of the day so that their pencils are nice and sharpened for the next day. This year I am teaching from a cart, so what that means is instead of the students switching classes, this year the teachers will switch classes. So here I have my expo markers, and then I bought this because in my partner teacher's classroom, she has chalkboard, and I just hate chalk. So I'm hoping this works out. Have some pens and expos, my scissors. These are class sticks, and these are a few brain breaks. Then here, I have my eraser, some sticky notes, stapler, Germex tape, and just some little clips for my papers. This is where I'm going to be putting my math manipulatives for me, and then this is going to be kind of like my little handout little area. So on the first day of school, I am giving them this Meet the Teacher paper, and then I'm also giving them this for their parents to read. And then I will be handing them their behavior charts that they can put in their take-home folder. I got these cute little wicker baskets from Goodwill the other day, and I just wiped them down. I also got this little wicker plate for the thermometer check and some Germex. So this year they are not allowed to drink from the water fountain, so I had to tape this all up. And then I ordered some water bottle holders that are gonna go on the right side of their desk, but they haven't come in yet, so I'll be doing that on Tuesday. I've also been working on this flip book that I'm gonna be giving to the parents. Well, I'm gonna be giving it to the students to give to their parents, and it pretty much just has information about our rules, red folder, blue folder, COVID, behavior, and then I'm also missing one that talks about our schedule. And I feel like this is really helpful because they're not given like this sheet of paper with a whole bunch of information on it. Instead, they could just do the flip book. And I remember giving this to the parents last year at open house, and when they saw it, they were like, oh, neat, or like, oh, cool. So they made comments about how much they liked it. So I feel like it's just easier to read over rather than seeing a piece of paper with a whole bunch of information and then, tossing it aside because it's just too much. So I just finished cutting that out. We still don't have our schedules yet, so once I find out, that'll be in between these 2 tabs, and then I can finally staple them. This year we have so many different procedures as far as the students eating breakfast and lunch in the classroom. We have to clean their desk before and after they eat. So before breakfast, after breakfast, before lunch, after lunch. And so that's going to take a little while. In the morning, usually my students will wait outside of my classroom, and then once that bell rings, they all come in at the same time. So this year the morning procedure is going to be completely different. I'm sure they're just going to come in whenever they arrive to school. I have to check their temperature. They have to use some hand sanitizer before coming in my class. Then they'll sit down, then they'll eat breakfast. Then I'll have to clean their desk after breakfast. And then we can get started on learning. I'm thinking of having some like learning videos for them to watch during breakfast or during lunch to kind of make up for that learning time that they are going to miss. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of changes, but I'm hoping it'll go smoothly. I'm sure I haven't thought through everything, but I thought through everything that I could think of, if that makes sense. For example, the clip charts. Usually at the end of the day, one student would grab all the clips and put it all back on green for the next day. But, you know, no one can do that. No one can touch another person's clip. So at the end of the day, I'm just gonna put on my gloves and grab the sticks and put it all on green myself. And then at the end of the day, I also have to sanitize my whole room. And yeah, a lot of cleaning this year. I don't have any classroom jobs at all this year, not one. Just because usually the jobs always had something to do with either standing up and doing something or helping me out physically. So yeah, no jobs this year. No physical group projects. Let me show you guys my classroom door and the bulletin outside of my classroom. I just created this using canva.com, and you can pretty much make anything on that site. And then it's also going to be weird that I'm not going to be teaching in my class all day. Like, I'm going into my partner teacher's class and I'm going to teach her students in her class. So that's going to be a little weird. In a normal year, the students would switch, but this year the teachers are switching. So I'm teaching on a cart. Our carts haven't come in yet, so I'm using my own little tiny bathroom cart. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. I am going to go to my partner teacher's class and kind of just get familiar with the classroom, try to figure out, yeah. Because in my classroom, I know where everything's at. I know where I'm going to teach. I know I use these things for that and that thing for this. And so I have to get used to where everything is at in her classroom, just in case, you know, I'm looking for the Promethean remote. That way I know where that's at and stuff like that. So yeah, I technically have 2 different classrooms this year, but I'm thankful it's Friday. I have this weekend to just make, you know, first day of school slides and stuff like that, and that's it. I think I'm done everything. Alright, so I just made it home. If you hear some running, it's Junior playing fetch in the house. So it's Friday, and I don't know why I'm like this, but maybe you're somewhat like me, where like during the week you're tired and, you know, you go to bed at a normal time, but then Friday I always have I always try to make plans, and I look forward to Friday because it's the start of the weekend, and I want to see my friends and my family and stuff like that. But then once Friday comes, I'm so exhausted and I end up canceling plans and going to bed early. So anyways, it sucks because on Fridays I want to live my best life, but then I get way too exhausted when Friday rolls around. So today I was like, okay, I don't want to go to bed early. David told me that the new Mulan movie was coming out tonight or today. And so I grabbed some coffee on my way home. So I hope that tonight I'm up later and not in bed at 8 like I normally am on Friday nights. But anyways, I am somewhat ready for Tuesday. I'm as ready as I can be. But thankfully it's Labor Day weekend, so I have that extra day to really think through things that I may have forgotten and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to be doing just a lot of thinking and maybe planning out some really last minute things. So Tuesday I only have 7 students coming, and then Wednesday I have 2 students coming. Thursday I have 5 students coming, and then Friday I have 2 students. So like I mentioned in the other video, not all of our students are starting on Tuesday. We're kind of just doing 25% each day. And then when September 14th rolls around, which is not this week coming up, but the following Monday, all of my students will finally come to school, and that'll be like our first official first day of school. But yeah, wish us luck, be praying for us, and yeah, I'm pretty excited, and like I said, I feel pretty prepared somewhat and as ready as I can be. So that's it for this video. I hope this video wasn't boring, but I hope that maybe you found something that was helpful or just enjoyed watching. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See ya.